What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Taurean Rain Reloaded channel. If you are new, please be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure to have your notifications set to all on your CPU, laptop, and mobile devices. Be sure to like, comment, and share this content on your various social media platforms. So we have an update right here with the Carolyn Bryant situation, because the last time we spoke about it, they basically discussed how they found the warrant for her arrest after about 70 plus years of them basically finding it in a basement of all places. They never destroyed it. They just had it buried somewhere. I guess they just knew that no one would find it, but they did. And of course, black people, you know, the pull-up season is real, because they have gone everywhere to see if they can find where this woman is located. You can't tell me that they're not transporting her. So this update that's come out is that the Mississippi Attorney General said that they have no plans of prosecution with her with the lynching of Emmitt Till, even though they found the warrant and they have it. They said that they don't plan on prosecuting the person, well, prosecuting her. They're just like, hey, it is what it is. It's almost like they're saying that there was a statute of limitations. But if you knew the law, when it comes to statute of limitations, that does not apply to murder. That's one of the few things that it doesn't apply to. Like, they can't say, oh, this happened all these years ago, we're not going to go ahead and prosecute you. Because look at what they did with the, I believe it was the Nazi individual. They just, like, they got that person and they arrested them, and I believe they are currently now in jail. And that person is like, what, in 100 something or 100, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. So what's to stop them from going after her? I think we know. But let me go ahead and get into this article coming from WLBT.com. Mississippi's top legal official has no plan to prosecute the white woman whose accusation set off the lynching of black teenager Emmitt Till nearly 70 years ago, an aide said Friday, following revelations about an unserved arrest warrant and a newly revealed memoir by the woman. There is no new evidence to open the case back up, Michelle Williams, chief of staff for Attorney General Lynn Fitch, told the Associated Press. That's the thing. We don't need any new evidence. Everything that we saw that transpired, everything that we read and heard about, that should be enough evidence right there. And besides that warrant that wasn't served, that's, if you want to count that as new evidence, I guess you could. But they don't want to get her. But that's fine, because one of the things that let's put it this way. It would be better for them to go and get her themselves than to have angry black people go and get her themselves. Or maybe that's what they want. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is that even though black people are on her head, on her bumper, and want to get her, it's really a shame when the people that should be getting her don't want to. Again, basically saying, no, you know, black people, we have to dish out our own justice because no one else is going to do it. So, but either way works for me. I'll admit I kind of want it to be the latter rather than the former, because that would be more interesting to see. Williams also said Fitch's office has not been in contact with LaFleur County District Attorney Richardson, the local prosecutor who would be responsible for pursuing any case against Carolyn Bryant Donham. The Justice Department previously investigated without filing charges and closed the case, Williams said, referring to the government's decision in December to end its most recent review of the infamous slaying. Neither Richardson nor LaFleur Sheriff Ricky Banks immediately returned messages seeking comment Friday. A group searching the basement of the LaFleur County Courthouse in June discovered the unserved arrest warrant charging Donham, then husband Roy Bryant, and brother-in-law J.W. Millam in Till's abduction in 1955. While the men were arrested and acquitted on murder charges in Till's subsequent slaying, Donham, aged 21 at the time and 87 now, was never taken into custody. In an unpublished memoir obtained Thursday by the Associated Press, Donham said she was unaware of what would happen to the 14-year-old Till, who lived in Chicago and was visiting relatives in Mississippi when he was abducted, killed, and tossed in a river. She accused him of making lewd comments and grabbing her while she worked alone at a family store in Money, Mississippi. Donham said in the manuscript that the men brought Till to her in the middle of the night for identification, but that she tried to help the youth by denying it was him. Despite being abducted at gunpoint from a family home by Roy Bryant in Millen, the 14-year-old identified himself to the men she claimed. Till's battered, disfigured body was found days later in the river, where it was weighed down with a heavy metal fan. The decision by his mother, Emmitt Till Mobley, to open his casket for his funeral in Chicago demonstrated the horror of what happened and added fuel to the civil rights movement. Deborah Watts, a cousin of Till, who leads the Emmitt Till Legacy Foundation, said the unserved arrest warrant and memoir are new evidence that show Donham's involvement in the case. So yeah, that is the new evidence. Like I said, the arrest warrant and and the confession of her memoir. But they want to claim that there is no new evidence, but there is. I truly believe these developments cannot be ignored by the authorities in Mississippi, she said. Dale Killinger, a retired FBI agent who handled a review that ended without charges 15 years ago, said grand jurors should get a chance to review recent developments in the case. It's still a prosecutorial decision. As an investigator, my position has always been and remains that a grand jury should be given all the facts, he said. Neither Donham nor any of her relatives have responded to messages and phone calls from the AP seeking comment. It is unclear where Donham currently lives or if she has an attorney. Her last known address was in Raleigh, North Carolina, and something tells me she's not even there. Because, like I said, you can't tell me that she and her relatives, who are probably helping to move her around, don't know that people are looking for her. Because they've been going everywhere. They've been going to her home, or at least the last known address. They've been going to like facilities because she's older, so that you might have put her in a home. They're still looking for her. Like, as far as I know right now, they're still looking for her. And by they, I'm talking about black people down there are cornering to strategize and whatnot to try to find out where the hell she is. And rightfully so, because they're not doing anything about it. Even with this new evidence, they don't want to do anything. They let this woman go unscathed. I think they just probably saying, lady, just hurry up and die. That way they won't continue to look for you and they can leave us alone about this whole situation. But that's cheap. That's taking the easy way out. Now I'm gonna pause this right quick because I want to show you who is the person who decided that there was no new evidence and that they are not going to push forward for a prosecution of this woman. This is her, Attorney General Lynn Fitch. She's the Attorney General for the state of Mississippi. It literally came down to her to say yay or nay. Of course, she said nay in going for a prosecution of Carolyn Bryant. If this woman would have said yes, that would have gave everyone a little bit of ease, because then that knows now they are going to actually go and get her. And it wouldn't be or shouldn't be hard for them to find her because they have the resources to really do it. Because black people, the ones that's looking for her, they don't have the resources like that. So they're just doing it all footwork, and hopefully that they stumble upon her or stumble upon people that will willingly tell them where she is. But now that she's the one that says, no, I'm not going to prosecute her because there's no new evidence, even though there clearly is, and we just went through 2 pieces of it. Now you're back to square one. This heifer is on cold. Another white woman defending another white woman that noticed she did something wrong. I hope they find dirt on her and get her up out of her position. Because like I'm saying, every politician got something on them. Or as I like to call them, politriction. Because anyone that would sit there and say, oh, there's no new evidence when it comes to something as serious and egregious as and just downright disturbing as this infamous case, they got something on them. So I'm going to need to see if they can find out or find anything on her, because she would be more than well deserved. It's her fault why this is not going to go forward. at least on a legal side of things. Got that unserved warrant, and we got her confession in her memoir. That's all you need right there. Honestly, we didn't even need that to know that she was the one that was responsible, because she had confessed a while ago, and they tried to cover that up too. They really don't want this woman to be caught, or to be apprehended, I should say. But like I said a few minutes ago, it would be better for them to go get her than for angry black people to go and get her. But if it comes down to the latter, it is what it is.